Yeah, it's been awesome. I think Susie's done just a great job of formatting kind of, when you're starting something new, there's a lot of unknowns, and she's added this layer of the not only are we volleyball players, but we're people, and we did this thing every day with Love Share, that everybody gets to kind of share a piece of their world and kind of what's brought them here today, and I think that just adds a layer of, continuity that's authentic and real, and we just really have a special group, so it's been fun.
You finally get to play a professional match here in Nebraska. I mean, it's been a long time coming. Now that it's here, what is that emotion like?
It's so surreal. I really can't even put into words. And I mean, just seeing you guys, thank you for showing up and for buying into a product. I'm so thankful. And it's about time, and I really hope that people enjoy, what's going to be presenting in front of them. It's really high level, and I'm really excited.
You've been around Nebraska. I mean,
yeah.
It's another Nebraska crowd. You've been around Nebraska volleyball for a long time. You expect the crowd to kind of match what you've experienced before?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a facet of unknown, right? I think that they've had a taste of it, but I think that we still have room to grow, right? And I think that, if I know anything, Nebraska fans just love good volleyball, and so I think they're going to show up, and I think they're going to see that. And so I think we're still going to learn, right? Like what international looks like compared to what we have it here, I think there's, we got to get some time under our belt, but I'm just excited to see who's going to show up, and I think it's going to be a great crowd.
For some of you Huskers, is there a level of maybe trying to temper expectations? I know you guys have performed in front of some massive crowds before.
Yeah, no, I think, of course, we would love that, but we also be realistic, we're starting something new, but it's fun to be able to share in that, we're all different generations and we've had different experiences, right? Like I was in the Coliseum, so I don't even know what the demand, I know what it's like, but playing there, very different. So, I don't know, we really haven't talked about it much, but we're just very present and trying to be just really good and trying to win,
What separates love from maybe the PBF?
Yeah, I do think that maybe you're going to see a little bit higher level. We have a little bit age on our side. Sometimes we're a little seasoned, I guess you could say, is a nicer way. But we have just a lot of Olympians too. People that have seen the game at maybe a little bit higher level. But again, I think PBF has done a great job too, right? I think the format of everything, and I'm just so excited that a lot of people get to continue to play. I think most college athletes would have retired, at this time. So the fact that people still get to follow those athletes and see them has been great.
What has it been like, the transition between you and Lexi being coach and player to being teammates now?
Yeah, it's been great. She's awesome to work with, and I think I approached a lot of coaching how I was as a player and how I am as a player, and I don't think our relationship has changed much. She's just come in and nothing's phased her, so she's been awesome to see in this environment and see how she's doing, and I expect nothing but great things for her in the future to come.
On that note, watching her be able to learn from up close Justine, how cool is that?
It's really cool. Yeah, again, different generations, and obviously you can see that Nebraska does train well, and how she's transitioned to this is going to be great. And I think you're going to see a long history and future for her, and I think Justine's also enjoying kind of that mentorship piece as well.
With so many high-level players on the team, we got to see a little bit of practice today, but how much does that help push you guys every single day?
Yeah, the ball is a teacher, right? And so I think when you see teammates over time, and also people have learned from different leagues, right? Like girls have played in France and Brazil and Italy and things like that, Argentina. So I think when you see different styles of game, you're gonna kind of learn, oh well, she's done this, how can I apply that to my game? Is that a part of my game? And I think there's a lot of trial and error that comes with that, and I don't know, there's a lot of watch and see and apply. More or less, I would say obviously we have coaching, but it's just different. I think you learn differently at this level.
How does the style of the first few weeks, how does that compare to what you've seen just collegiately and internationally?
Yeah, very similar, right? I like Susie's style, her motto is do less better, which I think that in general we overcomplicate the game, right? It's I gotta pass, I gotta set, and I gotta hit. It's actually relatively simple, but in our mind we have to complicate it. So I don't know, it's been cool to just kind of see it all come together and work well, and I think we have a lot of great just human beings, which makes the experience even that much better.
course, the greatest thing is that you guys have an opportunity to play professionally here in the
Yes.
States. But
Yeah.
do you see long-term 2 or 3 pro volleyball organizations working?
Yeah, that's a great question. I do think competition is good, right? I think even from like a salary standpoint, right? When we have options, I think it's good to like level up, just the whole, market, I guess you could say. And so I do think it's going to be tough to continue this. Now, I don't know how that's going to all come together, but I'm just grateful for all the investment on all capacities, right? And I think you can say that from any athlete that's being able to play, continue to play.
How's it been like for you balancing playing professionally and also being a Husker coach at the same time?
Yeah, it's been a learning experience. It's been a lot, but I don't know. I think that I've just been really invested in the coaching side of just like why we do what we do as coaches, and then how I can translate that into playing. I think I actually see the game better, and I think it also gives me patience that maybe I wish I would have had 10 years ago, of just like, why can't you do that, or like, why are you not executing that? And so I think it's just added a layer of understanding and forgiveness that I think allows me to like just be better and create just a little more space that I could take up.
I know you've played Madison once already,
Yeah.
but does it add any extra motivation that that's your first home game playing them here?
Yeah, it's going to be different, and I think also playing a team back-to-back is not easy, and I'm assuming Annie Drews will be back, which will be a great asset for them, even though they played fantastic up in Madison. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be interesting as we keep going, right? 6 teams only, like, playing each other, and tendencies are going to be taken, and we're going to have to figure out other ways to kill the ball. So it's going to be fun.
Tell us about that necklace.
Oh, yeah. This is something near and dear to my heart, and something that I wanted to get the rings tattooed, and I don't know where yet. So I'm like, this is a way for me to be able to represent it. And yeah, Starter Heyman, shout out to them. They did it great. Yeah. Yes. Awesome. Thanks again.